Today, we're going to blunder in the land down under, specifically Noorinbee Ridge. Why? It sounds like a Legend of Zelda location, and it's moist. And I like a challenge. Welcome to LouCarToons. I'm Loonie Lou. Today we're doing something completely new. The boss we're going to be today is the world-renowned dirt player using the feisty Fiesta R5. The time we're getting for is 3:26. Beating this time is going to make sure I'm not the slowest Canadian within the top 1,000 range. Now, in attempting this, there were 3 major lessons that I took away. Lesson number 1. RECCE's Rock. Ken Block, rest in peace, gave a really solid explanation as to how these work.
2-pass RECCE is where we do the first pass either writing or going over a supplied note, or it's a notes we've had from running the event previously. And then the second pass, we basically are fine-tuning them.
Yeah.
So that's what RECCE is in a general sense.
So for what we're doing today, first pass is going to be slow. Manifest Destiny.
Destiny Del Vaccio from high school?
What? No!
All we're doing is getting to know the lay of the land. Second pass is going to be a medium speed, channeling the groove, feeling the land. Our third run's going to be a hard send, and our every run after that is just going to be, an unhinged send until we hit our time goal. All right, I'm going to show you the important bits of our first recce run. Taking notes. Man, if I can get this done in 10 passes or less, I'll be happy. Realistically though, we're treating this as if we're doing this for realsies in real life, right? A lot of reals there. So I want to be sideways by the time I get to those little flag thingies. Okay, camber here. And more camber. So I'm going to have to keep it in over this crest. And in all the way around here, really. Ooh, especially over this. Damn, so I'm going to have to keep it in for basically everywhere. Okay. Ooh, okay, keeping middle because of the wetness on the sides. Grid and 3 right long. Keeping it in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be sure to turn real early over there. And I'm gonna have to be nose to the right by the time I'm passing that first crest there. Man, placement is going to be paramount for this. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to keep it to the right here. Ooh, I don't know what to do there. I guess we'll have to feel it out on the next run. Middle, keep it in. Okay, so what do you say? 5 right into 2 left narrow. So I'm gonna have to keep right, but then turn left in soon. 6 right, and then 2 left tightens. Man, so for every single turn, there is camber, and I need to keep it in. Okay. So there I can stay middle. Ooh, definitely keeping it in here. I do not want to go flying off that edge. Oh, the least sketchy parts through an intersection. Go figure. Okay, turn early over this. Stay middle. Oh, geez. Okay, that crest is going to bone me if I'm not careful. Same with this one. Oh, yeah, definitely keeping it in here. Camber's working in my favor there. Here, actually, it kind of does here too. That's nice. Okay, if there's one thing I've noticed when it comes to, I guess, doing recce's like this, like medium sins, if you will, I have a tendency to want to push. For this round, I'm going to go through the gate before Phil's done counting down to deliberately get that time penalty. It's just a mental game for me, so that I'm not tempted to push for time.
4, 3, 50.
Have to keep it in. This particular segment is a big time gotcha. It's real technical, the camber's to the outside, and the surface is very wet and loose. So ultimately, yeah, speed control and a good racing line is what's going to save my bacon from getting fried.
Caution 30, 1 left, tightens, don't cut.
Keeping
Into 6 right of a crest. into 3 left.
He did say 1 left there. I totally did not listen to him. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna have to be very careful to listen to Phil there properly, because I was totally effing him off at some points just to be able to think out loud. Man, what did I get a 10-second penalty for? Going off the track? I guess that makes sense, eh? Next run, no penalties.
3, 2, 1, go.
So, after our first 2 recce's, we were actually successful on our 3rd run with achieving the top 1,000 mark. Big win. Not terrible for an out-of-practice and jet-lagged gravel goblin. It still wasn't enough though. I really wanted to get that 326 mark. So, after getting this far, I decided I was going to do something really smart. It wasn't. I tuned my car. I thought about it, I thunked myself into doing it, talked out loud to convince myself it was a good idea, just to be rudely reminded how not Gucci tuning turned out. And this segues beautifully into lesson number 2. Consistency is king. New tuning, new problems. New settings, new problem. New date, new weather, new anything, and you have new problems, okay? You can't just jump in and drive the car like you knew it, because you don't. You gotta treat it like it's brand new. And I was very rudely reminded of this. About, let's see.
You suck!
7 times. If you must tune, do it before the recce. And if you do your first couple of runs and you realize something is wildly wrong, sure, change 1 or 2 things a little bit, like minimal adjustments, right? Honestly, like as a noob and as an intermediate level guy, just drive default until you can find the limit with that. Every time you change the tuning, you're gonna have to learn the car all over again. Whatever muscle memory you've created is now just gonna be yeeted into the tree along with the rest of the car if you're not careful. I suspect I could have had the 326 time in 5 runs or less had I left the tuning alone. Now, this part's really embarrassing. After setting the car back to default, I spent the next 8 runs relearning the machine's behavior. Yes, it took that long. That was about as enjoyable as chugging a pot of hot black coffee in the desert sun. Bear in mind, it's probably going to be difficult for you to rein yourself back in once you've activated go mode during a rally competition. So if you have to tune, again, change 1 thing a little bit. And when you start on the next stage, brake early to feel out the new car, okay? Feel its characteristics. You can only really full send it on the stage once you become intimate with all the little isms of the vehicle, right? So you got to give yourself time to learn it. If you just jump in head first after retuning it, assuming that you know what's going on, it may not end well. Now, I've learned this the hard way, but I'm going to list all the times that you should drive the car as if it's brand new to you, because it kind of is. New tuning, new tires, different time of day, different weather or track conditions. Basically, just be cautious right off the line every time, okay? Give yourself and the car some time to warm up. These short stages are honestly kind of brutal. By the time you're halfway through, that's when your car's kind of really warmed up. And by the time you get to the end, that's when you've found your groove. It's really annoying to have to like constantly learn and adjust at the beginning of each one of these new stages. That's why I kind of enjoy doing long stages, because A, it's longer, it's more fun. And B, once you find that groove, you can stay with it for longer. It's just more entertaining, you know? By tuning the car, I actually set myself back. The handling was just so much more different from the previous 3 runs that I had. I was full sending assuming I knew the setup, and that's what boned me. So, moving forward, I personally am going to make a huge effort to tune the car before I even hit the wreck. And unless something is wildly terrible, I'm just going to leave it alone and adjust my driving style to suit the need of the machine. Now, default tuning in Dirt Rally 2.0 is usually pretty good. That being said, Spanish tarmac, slam it. Argentina, soften that suspension. Bomb holder, ABS on full. Basic things like that are definitely going to make your life easier, but don't go nuts trying to find the perfect anything, because there's no such thing. Personally, as someone who loves to customize things, I really struggle with saying good enough sometimes, especially when it comes to tuning. But the more I mess around with this, the more I learn that saying good enough is a must-have skill. Messing with the settings just constantly gets in the way of you actually improving and learning the machine, you know? Now, admittedly, I didn't complete all the stages and I did have a couple of restarts. So, doing some rough math, at run 11 and a half, we finally hit 326. We matched the Canadian to beat. Emotionally, I was already in the backseat eating my feelings. I didn't actually realize lesson number 3 until I was going through and editing the footage of this challenge. Once I was complete this challenge, I had dinner watching Pat and driving in Argentina from 2016, and it finally clicked as to why I was sliding like a hockey puck on certain sections. All in all, respect the dark spot. If it looks dark and scary, It probably is. I feel a bit daft for this. Those dark spots on the road, that's not just dirt being dramatic. That's road rot. It's gravel gone conditions. The no grip for you, that's freshly ripped up road by other like previous cars. That is going to make your grip levels even lower, which equates to you having to brake sooner, lower cornering speeds, better racing lines, more attention to detail, more headaches, higher potential for oops, all those wonderful things. It wasn't until I was editing all this that I realized the degraded road was degrading me worse than my middle school bully. So, real quick recap. 2-pass recce, highly effective. Observe first, then go feral. Then we learned don't tune mid-rally. Tune before and during the shakedowns. If you must tune during the rally, tune one thing as little as possible. Remember, new tune equals new car. And last but not least, surface degradation is an invisible enemy. Dark patches equals less grip, which probably will lead to more oopsies. These Australian stages, they're not just tough, they're like final boss material. And I love them. And fear them. So if you learned something from today, great. If you laughed at my suffering, also great. Take my mistakes, absorb my knowledge, go forth, shred roads, be awesome, and remember, full send responsibly. With that, I'm wishing you full grip, no flips, and max sendage. I am the looniest of loos. You stay tuned, my goon. And until soon, check this clip of me hooning and tuning my way to salvation. Catch you in the next Chaos Rally. I don't achieve the goal of 326 by now, I officially suck. I'm only 3 seconds off. And I'm fairly certain I'm able to shave off those 3 seconds. I think I know where to find them. I just gotta be more cautious, especially with this races. Alright, let's send it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 50, 6 left 30, turn square right. Into 3 left long, opens of a crest. Into 5 right long, tightens 2. Opens of a crest. Into 4 left. Into 5 right. Into 4 left, don't cut. Into 3 right, tightens. Into 5 left long, tightens 4. Into 4 right of a crest long, tightens. To tarmac, 5 left long. 80, gravel. Middle of a jump, 80. Grid and 3 right long. Into 3 left long, tightens, 30. Crest and jump through narrow gate. Into 4 right long, opens, 80. Flat middle of a very long crest, 50. 6 right, 80. 6 right of a long crest, tightens. Into 5 left long, tightens of a crest. Into 5 right of a crest. Into 6 left long. Into caution, 5 right of a crest. Into don't cut, 2 left, tightens narrow. Into 6 right. Into 2 left, tightens. Into 3 right, tight long. 30, 5 left. 30, flat middle of a jump, 30, 4 right long, opens into 6 left, opens of a crest, caution 30, 1 left, tightens, don't cut, into 6 right of a crest, into 3 left,
Oh, fuck off.
into 5 right long of a crest, tightens 3, into 5 left, 30, crest, into 4 left long, into 4 right long, opens, straight of a junction, into 4 left, tightens of a crest, into 5 right, 6 left, 30, keep left of a jump, into 6 right, 30, into keep middle of a crest, into 3 right long, tightens of a crest, into 5 left, 5 right, middle of a crest 40, 3 left of a crest, extra long, 50. 5 right of a crest, to keep middle of a jump, 30, slow, 6 right of a crest into 1 left. Into 2 right long, tighten square, right of a crest. Into 1 left long, tightens. 60 over finish, into 6 right of a crest, 30 to stop.
Hey! Not too shabby. 326.2. Nice. Yeah, look, there's Dirt Player. Got him, boys. Catching the next Chaos Ride. How not Gucci Toony turned out.